Welcome back. On to the next part. Let's see if the Ordos are anything infiltrator if we're actually on our turn again.
Representatives from the Tylaxu and the Ix have approached us seeking trade agreements. Both offer new and impressive weapons, but the two are sworn enemies. If we trade with one, we cannot trade with the other. With whom shall we trade? First, the Ix. They offer projectors. Armored vehicles that project holographic illusions. The enemy will believe that our forces are much larger than they actually are. They also offer infiltrators, explosive mines that will reveal any type of enemy stealth unit. Next, the Tylaxu. They have developed human mutations called contaminators. These carry a virus that mutates living tissue into additional contaminators. The more they kill, the greater their ranks become. They have also developed bioengineered tanks that convert enemy units into replicas of themselves. These they call leeches. The Duke has never trusted the Tylaxu, but he will defer to your judgment. Will you trade with them? Or with the Ix? The choice is yours.
I don't like choices. Ix or Tylaxu? I'm not really sure. The Sardaukar forces are attacking the Tylaxu. Let's go and do... We'll go do this. Choose a territory and let's attack. The Harkonnen have been raiding Fremen settlements in the area, occupied by Harkonnen forces, weak attacker, which is us. We have no data in this area. This area is currently uncharted. Now that seems to me...
We are tracking a Harkonnen raiding party emerging from the desert. They have more Fremen prisoners for the Baron's slave pits. You must rescue these prisoners and destroy the base.
It seems to me as if there was going to be an option
can make battlefield repairs to damaged units,
where you were going to be able to... Where you were going to be able to, like, send an infiltration unit the turn previous to receive intel.
The fire support mech carries a cannon with 4 long barrels. Its heavy armor and weaponry slow it down, but it can deliver a devastating salvo at long range. The blast from its cannon shells can cause catastrophic damage against buildings and infantry. A light flying unit that carries rockets.
Your Ornithopter is basically your... your Ornithopter is an Orca. Makes me wonder if someone who was at Westwood was reading Dune at the time and thought the idea of the Ornithopter would be cool and put it in Command and Conquer. Although when you see it, the style doesn't work. It has flappable wings with rotor jets on it. That just always seems weird to me.
The enemy has captured the Fremen. They will interrogate and torture them, then put them to death. You must rescue them and return them to their tribe.
Awaiting orders.
And as we can see, there's our new unit.
Ready for a fight, sir? Yes, sir.
If it wasn't so stuck in the corner of the map.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The slow juggernauts. What the hell? There we go. Huh. I have no keyboard control at the moment.
All systems go. Area located. How's the area located?
Oh, is it...
Yes, sir.
I know what...
Awaiting area located.
This is going to be interesting.
Awaiting orders. We're rolling.
There is an old bug on this game though where...
Awaiting orders.
Yeah.
All systems go, area sir. Located. At once, sir. All systems go, sir.
Yep, I can't get around it. I'll have to save and reload it. There's a bug on this game where it loses control. So, in a minute, folks. And welcome back. It seems to have had to restart the whole game to get rid of it. That was always a bloody pain, that thing. And what have we got there? Civilian buildings.
For the Duke.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever fixable or not, or if the patch ever fixed it. I don't think I ever bothered checking. There's our MCV deployed.
Construction options are now available.
And we'll get that upgraded already.
Upgrading building. Structure ready to place. Additional space
there.
required.
Let's go.
Construction started. New construction options are
Send
now
out some of
available.
these to map.
Worm
Sounds
side.
good. On the way.
Structure ready to place.
Sounds good.
Construction started.
Yes, sir.
Stealth unit.
Sounds good.
Structure
Yes, sir.
ready to place.
Yeah, see, I have keyboard control again as well, which is good.
Construction started.
So, just to reiterate, there's some snow, or some ice. In the world of Dune, Arrakis is meant to be a pure planet
Structure
that is a desert. However,
Let's go.
it's unknown how the planet functions.
Let's go.
Now, in the novels, they do describe that although it is a desert, there is actually a polar region, a region of snow, which is actually, if I remember correctly, on the northern region of the northern part of the planet. It's just a giant ice cap.
upgrading.
And the theory in the films
Options are now available.
is that the worms, the movement of the worms themselves,
Yes, sir.
Construction started.
causes the air to be propagated
Ready to place.
around the planet
Construction started.
from all the electrical storms and so forth that they create. And the ice itself
Structure ready to place.
slowly melts
Started.
over time, and it's this oxygen trapped in the water molecules from the ice that the worms are propagating. It never really goes any further than that.
Sir, let's go.
I suppose there is, excuse me, concept of thinking too far ahead into things.
Let's go.
I'm in the wrong group.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go.
Structure ready to place.
Of course, originally I don't think Frank Herbert, when he wrote it, was thinking that far ahead.
Options are now available.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
And we're being attacked already.
Mongoose. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. For the Duke.
Unit lost.
For the Duke.
Unit lost.
For the Duke.
Unit lost. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Let's go. Yes, sir. For the
Unit
Duke.
lost.
Might be in trouble here.
Unit lost.
Standing by. On my way. Ready for action, sir. You got it.
I think
Construction
first things
started.
first, I need to get
Worm sign.
a rocket tower up. And then get a gun tower, and then
Structure ready to place.
the cool thing is, if I could place this close enough to the cliff, you do get the bonus of not being able to be ranged by the enemy.
On the move, sir. Look sharp. Deploying gun. Ready to fire. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Structure ready to the base is under attack. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Additional space required.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
300 and... yes, it's not a lot of cash. I'll have to wait a little bit. Now, question some people may ask is, are the books any good, are the films any good, or the various, I should say, versions of David Lynch's film and the Sci-Fi Channel miniseries of Dune and Children of Dune? Yes and no. Again, like everything, it all depends on your tastes in life. Now, some people do say Dune is just an over-contrived pile of crap, which is probably true. It is more basically a story on political intrigue, or that's how I view it, in a sci-fi backdrop, which, you know, politics and sci-fi do go hand in hand quite often. I'm probably missing something deeper in the universe if I like it, apparently, according to some people. Who knows?
The base is under attack.
the book itself is a fairly longish read. Not in the sense of, oh my god, it's 10,000 pages, it is like one of the longest works ever. But it is a kind of 1,000 or so haul in fairly smallish print. And I found after reading for about an hour at a time at the most, it was a bit garish I should say, on my eyes, at least with my print of the book. I don't know whether there was like I could have got a larger print, but I probably also read with the book way too close. But also I needed after an hour you were forgetting things, I found already, stuff that characters had said and certain events and references to things, or at least I did. Again, results may vary. The second book, Dune, Messiah, is very much what I would class as the light novella size. It's barely 300 pages or 400 pages. It's much more of a comfy read, and in fact easier to follow, because you're not jumping from about 20 characters, you know, perspective, which is the narrative's more focused in my opinion in Dune Messiah. Children of Dune, the book, goes back to similar style as Dune, but again seems a bit more focused on who it's going to follow. You then get to the fourth one, God Emperor. Again, it seems after the first book, the focus seems to be a bit more there, although there's still a lot of things thrown at you that's like, oh, okay, yep, whatever. The books in sense as a read are about 10,000 pages, at least the original 6 books, which then after the 4th book is Heretics of Dune and then Chapter House Dune. And then after that, sadly, Frank Herbert never did any more officially, and he died before he ever conferred any more notes on his next sort of ideas. I'm playing a defensive game here for the minute, by the way. His son, Brian Herbert, though, who is an author himself, did write some collaborative effort books with Kevin J. Anderson, which were the houses of Dune, if you will, which began with House Atreides, and then House Harkonnen, and then House Corrinor. Those are good to read. Instead of following, like, being set during the what's called the Butlerian Jihad, which in the universe was a period when thinking machines were made, cyborgs, androids, robots, all that jazz was all going on in the history of this universe, and they were basically making robots, cyborgs, whatever, who decreed that men were to be slaves to them because we were a subspecies below them, which is kind of an interesting write-on to give the story why. Bollocks. He might as well be destroyed. How many harvesters have I got left? 1, 2 harvesters. Let's get that built. Yes, the Butlerian Jihad. So they decreed that humans were basically subspecies to these robots. Good, another repair unit. And basically started to kill man. Well, we eventually overthrowed them and decreed that such things cannot exist anymore. They are not allowed. Which is why you have the Mentat characters, which are human computers, basically. They go through rigorous training using chemicals and such to unlock the hidden potential within the human mind. And they use this Sappho's juice, if I remember if it's pronounced correctly. The juice of Sappho, which is what gives them the distinctive red lips. Other than that, it looks like they've been rubbing lip balm all over the face. And they basically fill many roles in the grand houses of the universe.
Construction started.
The main reason being I mentioned those is, in the books, Thufir Hawat, or Thufir Hawat, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is the mentat to Duke Leto Atreides, who was played by Jürgen Prochnow, if that's how you say his name correctly, in the film. And he's actually a fairly important character in the story, who doesn't get overshadowed to a point.
Worm sign.
Like, well, this is what I bring on to another point. Characters.
Unit awaiting orders.
Oh shit!
Approaching new position.
Damn.
Unit lost. Structure ready to
As
place.
characters disappear and reappear, he's probably one of the more prominent that it keeps jumping back to.
Construction options are now available. Unit lost.
Now in the film versions,
Construction
he
started.
is basically in the same way, except both versions do the exact same thing. They have him, he plays quite prominent right in the beginning, and then he disappears. The one problem with the Dune adaptations, in my wholehearted opinion, is they're not long enough. They do not have enough time to give the whole story. Now,
Upgrading building.
David Lynch is
New construction
notoriously known for being interfered with,
Construction started.
and so it wasn't his fault that the film is considered by many a complete
Spice
mess.
harvester under attack. Additional space.
I don't view the film as a mess though. I hate it when he's like, I don't want nothing to do with this film, it's a mess, I want to forget about it, I never did it, that was some other person kind of thing.
Construction started.
If the studio hadn't
Attack.
basically panicked with what they had
Structure
and let David Lynch do it his way, it was the pre-David Fincher Alien 3 of its time. It was the Alien 3 mess around of its time. The film itself,
Structure ready to
you really do need to read the book to understand what the hell's going on, because it was just so much of a jabble.
construction.
The TV version, that's the theatrical edition. It's a good watch. Many people are like, oh, it's campy action, fun, blah blah blah. I hate when people say that, but either way,
Ready to
the film itself is still worth a watch in any version that you can find, in my opinion.
under attack.
Unit awaiting orders.
Quite simply because the visuals,
Yes, sir. Let's go.
excuse me,
To place.
the character designs, you know, how they went about designing the universe. Oh, will you leave my harvester alone?
Carry all under attack.
Yes, Commander.
See, I can't get anything down there because I don't really want to waste time expanding down there.
Construction base is under attack.
Yeah,
Worm sign.
the TV version
Structure ready to place.
is
Additional
debatable.
space required.
Very much so debatable, because
Building sold.
like most things, it's a TV version,
Let's go.
Structure ready to place.
and in America, not so much over here in England, we don't really do this whole do a film and have some other scenes, you know, for television to remove gore and violence. Obviously we have, or we used to have, I don't know if it's still in effect, the watershed system. So,
Construction started.
you know, if a film had lots of gore, then it couldn't be shown before 9 PM. If it had
To place.
a lot of swearing, for example, it couldn't be shown before 9 PM. Most synonymous with this, if some people may remember from England, License to Kill, one of the only Bond films where he says fuck.
Spice
And because of that, they never actually used to. I'm sure it was fuck, or is it bastard? It's one of the only ones where there's actually any outright swearing.
Construction
And quite frankly, ITV and all the channels, well, bar the good old Sky at the time, just used to have the would play it in the watershed. Even Sky used to play it in the watershed. wouldn't show it before this time because of that one word. Nothing else would be removed from the film. They wouldn't censor anything, or, you know, by changing anything. They would just, you know, play at a later time. Now, the TV version in America, long-rounded way of saying it, had certain scenes of violence removed and input with... Let's get some building forces here and actually get this mission done. Actually removed some of the violence scenes, the few close-up shots there was of blood and gore that was actually in the film anywhere from the theatrical edition, and extended it out with some more character development scenes. For example, Shadout Mapes actually has a purpose in the TV version. She's actually there, and you see that she is... Son of a bitch. See that she is a Fremen. How many harvesters have I lost so far? Let's get another refinery up and get some more money coming in. She has a scene with the lady Jessica, who is Paul Atreides' mother, who is the main character in the story of Dune. In the theatrical edition, she introduces herself and then she disappears.
Construction started.
Again, another character. I'm there. Oh, no I'm not. Oh, now I'm back. Oh, no I'm not. And to me, that's basically the problem. So the theatrical edition adds a lot more scenes of characters. Some more scenes with Janus, or Janus if you will, where he kills him, and Paul in the Law of the Fremen becomes Janus's new husband because he's killed her husband. So he takes his children and that. Which, if you have seen the theatrical edition of Dune, you will now understand why those two kids are there with him all the time in the training. Those are actually supposed to be Paul's adopted children from his defeat of Janus. I think it was Janus. The TV edition actually shows you the scene where they go through the wind trap, which is where the power generators come from. They look nothing like that. They're just a giant cave in the film. Let's get some of them, some of them, some of them. So the TV version does also reuse a lot of footage of the Baron Harkonnen floating in his bloody ship to the Atreides base. That thing's used like 6 times. Again, rambling on a bit, but boiling down to it. Is it worth watching? No. And yes. If you are renowned from the internet of the old fan edit, from fanedit.com or whatever it used to be called, or fanedit.org, the website that was gone where people used to create fan edits using multiple versions of the film and all that jazz. You can get a version that's 3 hours long or so, and this version includes most of the scenes from the television edition in widescreen, because the important factor is that the old DVD from the UK, this is by the way, just to point out, the American releases and German releases and so forth will differ. The UK TV edition was pretty much 4:3, rough as hell print, grainy, blurry, overly zoomed shots and all sorts. See, if you notice there, the repair unit is trying its job to repair them. Ooh, that was close for that one. Yeah, they're not going to last much longer though. Yes, the pathing seems to be a bit naff as well. I'm getting tired of that. Tell you what, mate. Once my squad's built. Yeah, so it's in 4:3. It's not really worth watching. The fan edit, that's about 3 or so hours long, does include most of the scenes from the TV edition as well as other bits. Now, I haven't actually got around to watching that, and my brother gave me a copy of it quite some time ago now.
Yes, sir.
Let's get a few more of them. And it is supposed to be pretty much as close as you'd ever get to the sort of semi-intended original version that was gonna come out back in 1984. so the fan author said. Who knows if it could ever really be as close? You'd need, obviously, the shooting script, the production script and everything to see if it matches. Let's use these things and get rid of them. So they're really getting annoying.
Reinforcements have arrived. Carriers under
See what I mean? That they're basically just the Arca.
Spice harvester under attack.
They even got on a landing pad to reload. So I mean, if you could ever find a copy of the fan edit online, do watch it, because as I have said, it's supposed to be quite good. It's a long watch though. Rambling on to the TV series. By Dune, the TV series, I only struggle with the visuals. Although at least they do use the Chris knives or Cry's knives, as opposed to the sonic weapons that they use in David Lynch's Dune. The reason why I believe they had to use the sound weapons was because they couldn't get away with using knives. Or some such thing. That looks like a decent enough force. Right. Yeah, so they couldn't get away with the knives. It's more true to the book in terms of things. There's definitely a lot more scenes of politics as well, which is what the book is all about. It's a more fitting Dune film, although it's a TV miniseries. Destroy the veteran. See what happens? Flamethrower units, man, I hate them. Where are all my walkers and everything? They've all got stuck trying to walk around the bloody bombs, so they've all gone the long way. What a surprise! And I meant bombs. I meant rocket towers. And there goes half my units. Right. Get up over there. I might do is build a forward base just for building units instead of having them stuck all there.
Game saved. Yes, sir. Construction started.
Yes, sir. Let's go for the Duke.
So the TV miniseries, it's more fitting to Dune. Definitely worth a watch. In fact, I remember watching it when it was premiering on the Sci-Fi Channel, which was cool. I taped it on VHS because I didn't. Well, DVD recorders didn't really exist back then. We lowly people in the early 2000s still used VHS. See, look at that. Half the entire squad is wiped out. This fight is probably dragging on a bit, but I am going to make my push now. Make a forward base when that stupid thing finally gets there. Send him up there. See how many bloody units, carry-alls. How many houses have I got left? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably 6.
If it moves, we'll fix it.
Let's try and get these all repaired whilst that MCV's moving over. That's there.
Awaiting orders.
The Children of Dune miniseries. Now, I didn't watch that when it first came out, and I actually haven't still got it on proper yet. I borrowed it off a friend. I made copies, I think, but they were. I've never bothered watching it again. It's not bad. Now you see, if I primary that, my reinforcements now will head to there. So I wouldn't say it's really. I don't know. It didn't seem to do as well as the first Sci-Fi Channel Dune film. Well, Dune miniseries. The visuals are still all there. It still looks the same. They combined the second and third book into one. Now, a lot of people had a problem with that. I didn't, because Dune Messiah, like I say, being such a short story, would not have held. You know, it would have been. You could have got away with an hour and a half or a 2-hour special on its own. Instead, you know, combining the two together, it was a way to, I suppose, to save on budget as well. Do 2 in 1. Hey, 2 for 1 special!
Structure ready to place.
Let's get some more power units built, build a few more defences, get another infantry, and then I will go.
Construction started. Structure ready to place.
Yes, sir.
Construction started.
Although the bigger units, the Minotaurs are better, the Mongooses are better. You just, as old school as from StarCraft would say, you Zerg rush them with the smaller units.
Unit lost. Construction started.
And as of yet, I have never actually fully played through StarCraft 1.
Construction
I have not played through StarCraft 2.
Construction started.
I never did get StarCraft on the PC, or anything. I was always playing a.k.a.
Additional space.
and getting stuck on that, because that thing can be bloody solid at times.
Started. Primary building set.
And, oh, it's control.
Lost. Training.
No, it's not.
Training. Training.
Let's get some more mongooses.
Construction started. Training.
Yes, sir.
One thing it is good for is epically sized unit battles.
Training. Construction started.
Let's go.
Training. Training. Training.
Because I will head down there and rescue the Fremen
Training.
after heading up that way.
Construction
Building a few bits of defence.
Training. Structure ready.
Sorry, I apologise for the length of the video. I know some people like to see them going quick, and I know I'm not really getting attacked much, but you saw how easy it is to lose all your units just when they bloody randomly don't go where they're supposed to go. You just lose them quick, really quick.
Additional
Don't have a problem with that, it's just a pain when you're having to rebuild them all.
Construction started. Structure ready to place.
And since I have nothing to say directly for the moment, I think I shall shut up for a bit.
Yes, sir.
Structure ready to place.
Saying that,
Let's go.
can you map out with... Oh, yes you can. Alright, well I'm going to map out then.
Let's go. 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 For the Duke. Let's go. Airborne ready. Let's go.
Let's map out this map. Actually see what we're dealing with here.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Reinforcements are approaching.
Let's go. Let's go.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Well there's the Harkonnen base.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
See, the Harkonnen, the enemy, even in the hardest mode, are pretty dumb. They don't really
Let's go.
adapt. They don't build much other defences except the ones you destroy. Typical RTS game problems. It's only what you destroy that they seem to rebuild.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Lost.
Huh.
Eagle Force ready. Let's go.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go.
Crab battle! Oh, not. And there goes all the infantry.
Lost.
Let's go for the Duke.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Which is probably why after a while you just better not building most infantry except for snipers.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. For the Duke.
Unit
See what I mean? Why are they going up there? Go down here, where you bloody needed.
Let's go. Let's go. For the Duke.
unit lost.
Let's go. For the Duke. Let's go. Let's go. For the Duke.
Unit lost.
Right, let's actually destroy the things I want to destroy. In terms of other Harkonnens, it's your usual affair. Your Atreides are
For the Duke.
your average kind of players.
For the Duke.
They're all rounders. They've not kind of got any great strengths, but no great weaknesses. The Harkonnen are your solids, heavy attackers, heavy defense. Although, are they? I can't remember. The defense front is a little bit different, I think, with the Harkonnen. You're more about brute force assault rather than defense. And then, obviously, your Ordos are your light units. Ah,
Victory is yours.
that was more of a secondary objective, I suppose, then.
By Fremen custom, captives are already counted among the dead. Your failure does not concern them, but a valuable opportunity has been lost.
And I should have saved them, but I'm not going to reload because I hadn't saved for a very long time. Right then, as usual, I'll save it here. We'll continue from this in a moment. Rate, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube blagging, and I shall see you in the next part.